Welcome to the Flights of the Round Table podcast, broadcasting from the Queen City, Charlotte, North Carolina. And now, here are your hosts, Dan, Drew, Daniel, and Florian.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the big 5-0, episode 50 of the Flights of the Round Table podcast. And let me just say, when we embarked on this journey many months back, I never thought we would be sitting here for episode 50 in one of the major staple breweries in the Charlotte area. We are at Lenny Boy Brewing over on, I don't know what street, Florian, I'm going to throw that to you.
Off South Tryon, and I'm not sure what back road that is, but South Tryon.
Off of South Tryon Road. The beer is great. The ambiance is fantastic. We're going to get into the special guest that we have. But how the hell is everyone doing?
For how shitty of the weather it is today, doing pretty good. This is probably the bright spot of the day for everybody.
Yeah.
It is.
You're damn right.
Yeah, I don't want to reminisce too much on earlier, but let's just say my clothes, if you wring them out, I could fill a whole pint glass with the water.
Oh, I would not be drinking that. But guys, as always, we are Flights of the Round Table podcast. Follow us at FOTRT podcast, anywhere you get your podcast. And so we're here at Lenny Boy Brewing. Vibes are great. Dan, who's our special guest today?
What were you going to say, Flo?
I said vibes are immaculate.
Vibes
They
are
are.
immaculate.
We vibe
For a Tuesday? I no disrespect to our host last week, but this is a Tuesday. This is a Tuesday, So, good shit.
Thank you.
Joining us this week is Towns, from the owner of this wonderful brewery. How are you today? How are things going in your life?
Doing fantastic. Happy to be here with you guys. Congratulations on 5-0.
Well, thank
Big
you.
accomplishment. So keep them churning.
Talk to us about the brewery. You guys, as I said, you guys have been a main staple in the area for a long time. Talk to us a little about that.
Yeah, so started the company back in 2011. Just really saved up $10,000. Bought a one tank, variable capacity fermenter. So it's not jacketed. It's just pretty much a stainless steel tube. And got an LLC, labels, bottles, and all that. So originally we started out just doing kombucha. And the goal was eventually to get into beer, but with $10,000, you can't really do too much on the beer side. So started out, we sold our first bottle of kombucha December 20th of 2011. And then
Here in Charlotte?
Yeah, so I'm from Charlotte, living in Charlotte, working in
Okay.
Charlotte, all that stuff. And was renting a pallet space from another facility outside of Asheville, actually.
Okay.
But I knew that I wanted to be in Charlotte, and that was just an ends to a means kind of thing. So I was renting literally a pallet space and had my tank on there, and then I would go up and hand fill the bottles, hand label, cap, and then I was the sales guy, delivery guy, doing that in between my 15-minute breaks at work and, nights, weekends, stuff like that. So
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I mean, I feel like if most people just had $10,000 laying around, they'd probably gamble it away or spend a lot of money on Warzone.
It was definitely a gamble still. So, but yeah, then about 5 months into that, I needed another tank. And so I found a spot in South End at 2224 Hawkins Street.
Okay.
So it was over near where Sycamore is.
That's what I was going to say.
Sycamore.
That sounds close to Sycamore.
Yeah, so it's right across the street, but it was before Sycamore got there, and I moved in there and had that tank, used 3-compartment sink from Rock Hill, FDA permits, and I didn't even have a walk-in initially, so my goal was to bottle all the product and then get it into the stores within 24 hours. So kept doing that for a while, and then in 2000 and into 2012, we got our microbrewer's permit, and John, our head beer brewer, he's still our head beer brewer today.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's coming up on 10 years pretty soon. So it was me and him, so we would brew everything, deliver everything, work the tap room. So initially we had it was like 400 square foot tap room. It was just the office space in the front of this strip mall type building. So still had the drop ceilings from the office space. And we were like, this is a tap room. And so did that for couple years, and then we got the next unit over, and then we added in a 3.5 barrel brew system. Portland Kettle Works system. So
Okay.
That's cool.
3.5 barrels is 110 gallons or so. And then we had 4 7-barrel fermenters and a 7-barrel bright tank. So that was kind of our setup. So it was mostly tap room, and then we had maybe like 20 beer accounts. And then at the time, like, we were still growing our kombucha accounts too, right? So we were in the Earth Fare chain, Whole Foods, stuff like that. So it started to kind of
Now let me ask you, when you wanted to do kombucha, was like beer always in the back of your mind?
Yeah.
Or did that just make too much sense?
No, it was. It was just like, how are we going to fit everything in one space, and how are we going to get the money, blah, blah, blah.
The money is probably a big factor, too.
Yeah.
It's hard to come up with that much money. So.
Yeah, so our first brew system cost $60K. So that was a couple years in. We got that. And then we soon found, that was in 2014. So then by 2015, we're like, dude, this is like not enough space. We were running the whole space off of a 80-gallon home hot water heater.
Ooh,
it was
that ran out
pretty
quick.
ghetto. Yeah. So days were long. A lot of bootstrapped situations. So we got a loan from a bank and then got this space and moved in here, and we opened this September 10th of 16. So
That was a good
Nice,
decision.
nice.
That's
So-
cool.
Go ahead, Dan.
I was
going to
say that's quite the journey, and
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
based off of 2000 Lenny Boy. What's the name come from?
yeah, so I named it after my dog. So
No
good question.
way.
Oh, Lenny
Is he still
Boy.
is he still alive?
He is not.
Oh.
Yeah. Now we have Luna. So
Luna.
Moment of silence for Lenny.
yep.
All right.
So yeah, we've got a beer not on draft right now, but we've got Dark Side of the Luna for my new pup. So
Okay.
yeah, he passed away February, right before we opened this space in September, and then I was planting bushes outside for the city makes you put in certain bushes and trees and stuff. So
Interesting.
I was digging holes, and Luna was on the other side of the fence. So yeah, Luna's with me now.
Wow.
What would you do if the city was like, look, we only want you to put specific plants. We need you to grow a marijuana bush right now.
Lenny Buds.
Lenny Boy.
You heard it here first.
So good.
We'll take
That's
10%
good.
royalty.
Yeah, so we moved in here, and we slowly brought everything over from the other spot, and my landlord at the other spot was really nice. Went month to month at the end because he knew construction and everything that takes forever. So moved in here, and yeah, we just finally, I was telling you guys earlier on the tour, we just finished our event hall in the back, so that's the last big piece to this, this
Yeah.
space.
Huge space.
A beautiful piece
I'm
of
jealous. I missed the tour.
square footage.
Yeah, Dan.
Huge space.
Thank you. Yeah.
And you have a disc golf putting tournament going on right now.
Yep. So yeah, disc golf community is really, really awesome.
Yeah.
Really into craft beer, kombucha. So they do a disc golf league during daylight savings time all winter on Tuesday nights. So if you're listening, you like disc golf, come on over.
Now, would
Tuesday
you,
nights.
would you say kombucha and disc golf go together like peanut butter and jelly, perhaps?
I would say that might be like an addition, but craft beer and disc golf are PB&Js for sure.
Gotcha.
PB&J with grape jelly or strawberry jelly?
I'm a strawberry guy.
That a boy. Yeah, baby.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Now, toasted or not toasted?
Toasted.
Toasted all the way.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Daniel, would you toast your peanut butter and jelly?
I don't know. I would.
Flo
You
would
know
put
what?
it
I
in
would
a
probably-
waffle maker.
on the outside only. I would prefer if I could somehow toast just the outside. I want the inside not toasted.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that sounds like a sear.
I
right?
would put mine in a waffle
Daniel likes
maker.
his peanut butter and jelly seared.
I guess so. Just give me a little flamethrower or whatever. Whatever.
Yeah,
Torch.
Dan said I'd put it in a waffle maker.
You
I'm
would.
notorious for making sandwiches in a waffle maker. It's the best way to make a sandwich.
We had
yeah.
a grilled cheese episode. I mean, not an episode dedicated to grilled cheese, but grilled cheese came up in the episode, and Florian was like, "Yeah, I make mine in a waffle
So
maker."
because my parents, we didn't have a panini maker or sandwich thing, like when I was a kid, but we had a waffle iron. So my mom would make me sandwiches, and they'd turn out like waffles. Honestly, it made them 10 times better.
Psycho.
You got those ridges
Love
in
that.
there. It's like a texture thing. Hey,
Oh.
man, just saying. Don't knock it till you try
Try
it.
it. Yeah, I agree with that.
I'm game.
All right, while we're talking about sandwiches, though, we like to get in a lot of weird shit. So I want you to rank these 3 sandwiches right here, right now: a BLT, a pulled pork, and a chicken parm. Rank them.
Pulled pork.
That's a true Carolina boy.
I feel like
right
I
there.
feel like with the pulled pork, it depends on who does it. Because I've had some
Totally.
great pulled pork and some really bad.
It's good.
What was the other ones?
Chicken parm and BLT.
BLT, then chicken parm.
Wow.
He nailed it for me. I mean, I would
Really? What are you dogging on a chicken parm for? What's like the throwdown?
I mean,
on
it
that?
was just, it's nothing bad about it. I just like the other two more.
Okay.
I agree with that.
Anthony, bring out the chicken parm. Florian, give you.
I'd flip I like the chicken parm last, but I'd flip BLT first.
All right.
Ooh.
It's the most underrated sandwich on the planet.
Thick BLT or like thin? Like a lot of bacon or just like the right amount?
A lot of bacon.
A lot
of
lot.
bacon.
I need the right
nice
amount.
crisp. on
Or little red, like small amount of bacon, but with bacon bits on top.
Do you know what a BLT is missing?
Either
Is-
way.
is the cheese. If you put cheese with the BLT, it makes it only better.
there. I
I
mean,
don't know.
I
I'm
agree.
not gonna lie. You throw
Agree?
some like Swiss in there, that'd be fire. I wouldn't mind.
Swiss or American? I'm
Sure,
I'm down.
sure.
I mean,
Okay. Dan, do you have any discrepancies in there?
I think a BLT is my favorite kind of sandwich. It is. So that's
Period.
Yeah, I love anytime I'm at a restaurant that like I haven't been to, like say it's like sports bar, restaurant, watching sports, and I see a BLT, like
Done.
that's easy, right there.
All right, we're combining news and trivia right here.
Okay.
Who is the founder of Apple?
Steve Jobs.
Jobs?
Okay, Steve Jobs. Right.
That
So
was a layup.
yesterday, it was
That's
real
a
hard.
layup.
Yesterday, one of his articles of clothing, specifically a sandal, was auctioned off. Who can get the closest to how much that went for?
okay.
Oh.
A sandal?
His sandals, a pair of sandals.
Gandhi's
47,000.
flip flop.
47?
I'm gonna say 126.
Oh, not bad. Florian,
$1,000, right?
Dan.
$250,000.
Okay.
$2 million.
Florian was the closest. 219,000. His sandal.
Yeah, that sounds
I
about
always
right.
wonder about like who has all this money that wants a sandal.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like Michael Jordan sold like his last warm-ups or last jersey or
Yeah.
something the other week, and it was hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's like who's doing this?
I think Tiger Woods had a putter auctioned off that went for like upwards of $1 million, and I'm like, who are you people?
You know,
Who
of
are
all
you?
the things that Steve Jobs auctioned off, well, he's been dead for a while, but whoever is running the show there, I can't believe they didn't auction off a turtleneck. Like, that's kind of a missed opportunity. That's the thing you people want to buy, right?
Yeah, I
No
mean,
one wears them anymore, but if you had one from Steve Jobs,
Imagine
I'd wear one.
cleaning out his place and like there's just like a box of stuff. They're like, oh yeah, just throw that away. It's like $5 million worth of
Yeah.
sandals.
If I was in
The
charge
movers
of
are going.
Yeah, if I'm the moving company that's cleaning out his old estate, I see nothing but dollar signs.
Who
see-
certified that sandal though? Who's like, this is definitely his sandal?
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably like toenail DNA, you know, foot fungus.
A little bit of his foot fungus. We know it's his.
Yeah, he had a rare foot fungus from Qatar, and we tracked it back to this sandal. But what? Describe the individual, Florian, that you think would buy a sandal for $200,000 off Steve Jobs.
Have you guys seen the movie Ted?
That's a collector. All
The
right.
guy that wants to adopt Ted is the exact person that
Yeah.
I think would be the guy that pays
Yeah, yeah,
$200,000
yeah.
That's a good
for
point.
a sandal.
That's a good
That's
point.
a good one.
That's
yeah.
a good point.
You're right.
there.
It's either that or some nerdy tech guy that's just like, that's his guy. You know, Steve
Yeah.
Jobs is his idol. That's why he started working at fucking, I don't know.
I don't know. It's a
whatever
weird.
tech
It's a weird
company.
piece of thing.
Question for you.
Yeah.
So, you guys are one of the main staples in the Charlotte community. You have been since 2011. I'd say one of the 5 pillars
Thank you.
of the Charlotte area. What connects you guys most with the Charlotte area? Like, what do you guys like to do that truly separates you from the others?
Well, I mean, we do pride ourselves on having something on draft for everybody. So, you know, NAs, so kombuchas.
Yep.
We're always coming up with something different. So sours, you know, lagers, IPAs, just anything really. We always pride ourselves on having something that most people would like. And even if you don't drink alcohol, we've got stuff for you. So that's one thing. And then the other is just a lot of community involvement. So, you know, we're always having different things in our event
For sure.
hall for the community. You know, like the disc golf stuff, or like we had a chili cook-off, charity fundraiser chili cook-off this past Sunday,
Nice.
Saturday. So just being involved in the community, whether it be donating space or time off-site or products. So those are some things that we, always, from the beginning, we're always trying to get the shirt off our back as best we can.
That's awesome. Do you have a beer on tap or on can that any amount of the proceeds go to a certain?
Not right this second. The next one I think we'll be having is the Queen City Brewers Fest beer. And then there's going to be another one with food security coming up. The name's leaving me right now. So typically, probably 6 months out of the year, we'll have something going on.
That name left you like a pissed off wife.
Wow.
Well, I got a fiance now, so I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, foreshadowing. Just kidding.
You talked about having something for everybody here. For
Yeah.
you, favorite beer that you guys brew, and is it on draft now?
Oh man, it's like choosing a child. Probably. I mean, I love Breakfast in Heaven. It's our bourbon barrel aged breakfast stout. It comes out once a year, so I guess it might be one of my favorites because it's a rare beer for us.
I might have to try it. That sounds good.
Yeah, it comes out every year on Black Friday. So
Oh.
yeah, so Breakfast in Heaven. It's super good. 10%. Aged in bourbon barrels.
Wow.
For about a year, 11 months to a year, depending upon when we get it back in the barrel. So
Forget running over people at Best Buy for TVs.
What?
I'm about to.
that's right.
When
I'm
we
here for Black Friday.
when we did the tour earlier and we went into that one room, it had all the barrels in it, right? Is that where it is?
Yeah.
I could smell it. I can tell you that. I was like,
Yeah,
oh
so
yeah, some
it-
smells a little bourbony.
Yeah, so it hangs in that room for about 11 months
Yeah.
to a year, and then pulls it out and
That
we'll
smelled great. in that
rebrew it.
thing. That smelled.
Yeah, it's my favorite room,
Yeah.
smell-wise. I mean, you smelled the kombucha room too,
smell-wise,
which is
yeah.
great. I love the kombucha room, but there's just something about that smell in the barrel room that's just
Yeah.
different and just hits you. So.
That's very
I,
good.
I love that, man. Like the kombucha room. Like that's not a room I thought ever existed, but it exists here.
It's here,
you know?
baby.
We walked in there, I was stunned right away.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was amazing too.
Yeah, I'm gonna take home. What was it? The blueberry and mata.
Wake
yeah,
something.
the wake-up call.
Wake up call. I'm gonna
Yeah.
take home a wake up call.
Yeah.
Is it? It's can. Well, it is can. Yeah.
Yeah,
Can I
so-
take home a can?
I don't
yeah,
think
awesome.
so.
I'm gonna
I'll
do
get
that.
you some of the first cans. Yeah, so we've been bottling our kombucha since the beginning, and then we had our bottle manufacturer. It was made in North Carolina, Wilson, North Carolina, and they just stopped manufacturing it. So we had talked about going into cans for a couple of years as another option, but now we're going to go into cans just full on. So
Cool.
kombucha bottles are going away, and it'll be 12-ounce sleek, your seltzer style can for the kombucha. So.
Yeah, dope.
Hell yeah.
Yep. So those are rolling out. I guess this week is pretty much when they're going to start rolling out. So you'll start to see them around town, Harris Teeter's, Whole Foods, local bodegas, stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I think like aesthetically wise, I feel like those like sleek, the tall cans, right, for typically for seltzers is perfect for kombucha. I don't know why, but like if I saw kombucha in like a Coke shaped can or like
Yeah.
a small little can, I'd be like, that doesn't seem right. I don't know.
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
we were going back and forth with which one do we do, the your standard 12-ounce can or your sleeks, and
The sleeks.
the sleeks just hit a little hard.
I like that. That's the
I just
name.
like that name,
The
yeah.
Sleeks.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that should be like a 3.
That's literally the name.
Hey, pick me up a 6-pack of some Sleeks. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, or like
Want some
a-
cigarettes too.
an epic defensive back in the NFL.
Yeah.
Nickname Sleeks. I think that'd be cool.
Sleeks.
I like that.
Maybe.
It's a good, it's a good team name.
It is, guys. So far, the beer I've tried here has been great. If you have not been to Lenny Boy before, got to get down here. And guys, sometimes when you drink beer, you get a hangover, right? So let me ask you a would you rather.
Yeah.
Would you rather have a hangover for the rest of your life or be house arrest for the rest of your life?
House arrest. I love my house. I'm a homebody.
How bad is the hangover?
That's a good question.
It's for life.
It's
Still,
a medium amount.
It could be medium.
It's not like the worst one you've had, but it's not an easy one either.
I could function hangover the rest of my life.
Oh,
I'll figure it out.
It's a really,
That
really
is a
hard
really
one.
messed up
Because
one.
you have to stay home forever.
Ever.
like-
You can't leave the house.
and I really like to vacation. That's really the thing about me.
You
Like,
never
I,
vacation.
I don't vacation?
Never.
Okay, Dan.
But here's the thing.
I vacation more than anyone here, I feel like, and probably all combined. I would have to take the hangover because I do love my home and I am a homebody, but I just don't think I could be there forever.
But
that's the thing, the
but
forever
so
part.
could you really enjoy your vacation if you're hungover? And
Yes.
I mean, how hungover? Like, are
I
we
have to
talking?
get hungover
Are we
for
talking
me to-
like forever a headache all the time?
So
Yes,
What about?
But
when
what
I'm
if you
drunk?
just
Classic
drink every
hangover.
day? What if
Listen.
you drink every day?
That's what I was going to say. So you're on your vacation, you have the hangover, you just start drinking, and then it goes
God,
away.
if you drink every
but-
day, you're not going to be around long enough
You
to
know.
even vacation. God, you're going to die on your vacation. One day you're going to be scuba diving in Turks and Caicos, and next thing you know, you're inside a shark's belly because you fucking drowned. And I don't know.
So
about that.
everyone's saying house arrest, pretty much.
I'm doing house
Dan's
arrest.
hangover.
And it's not good. I like.
I'm
believe
going
me,
hangover.
I don't want to be at home.
I think I'm
forever.
going hangover.
I would get sick of it too, but
Can you go out back in your backyard? Or is it?
It's your
Yes,
property.
because typically if you had a house arrest wristband on your ankle band, you'd be allowed to go in the yards. Yes,
Okay,
you can do
speaking
that.
from
okay.
Yeah.
experience.
Before this scenario takes place, I hopefully own a large estate
Yeah, there you go.
with hundreds of acres.
Or you're the president of the United States. It's my whole
Yeah. Wow. Talking about that
That's a
endless
good
term.
one. That's a good one.
That is.
You mentioned you're from the Charlotte area.
Yep.
So we got to go a little football action.
Oh,
here.
yeah.
I'm going to assume Panthers. The
All
guys
day.
haven't told me Panthers all day.
100%.
How we feeling? How we feeling about the season so far? I know it's probably a little bit of a disappointment thus
Hey,
far.
I mean, we're used to disappointments.
This is true.
For the past couple years, at least. I mean, people, gripe about the Panthers, but we've been in the Super Bowl twice in 7, 8 years, whatever it is now. And I mean, but again, I'm the guy that missed work a couple days and went to spring training down in Spartanburg. And,
Yeah, so you're a fan.
Yeah, I'm a diehard fan. So
Love
I
it.
am. My business partner Nate and our head beer brewer are all massive Panthers fans. So
Okay.
That's awesome.
You have any seats at the game?
Yep. We've got season tickets, and we did our draft party there this year as well.
And for your fantasy
In a
football?
box?
Yeah, fantasy
nice.
football.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
You get a box?
Yeah, we don't have a box, but we did a.
You did it in the box though for the fantasy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wish we would have met you earlier because we have a fantasy football league going on with the first 10 breweries we went to
Oh,
and the
really?
guests we had on.
Yeah,
Yes. So,
It's really cool.
yeah,
That's awesome.
It's pretty fun.
But going back to the Panthers, I mean, it was great. We beat the Bucks.
Yep.
Great. We beat the Falcons.
Yep,
Here.
yep.
That other game with the field goal and all that stuff. Glad we at least got those. But I'm happy if we lose the rest of the games. I'm tank for Stroud all day.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's
why
what
not?
I
Tank
am,
for
bro.
Stroud.
Yes.
Yeah,
Really?
Facts.
Over
Yeah.
Bryce Young?
Yeah, he's gotten beat up this year, and he's gotten hurt a couple times, and we already know Panthers players get hurt. So
That's true.
You're the first person I've heard tank for
Stroud?
Stroud over
Wow.
tank for Bryce.
yeah, I mean, I'll take either one.
Yeah,
of them.
either one would be
Either one's
nice.
an upgrade, let's be honest.
But you have to be in the first 2 picks, and right now we're sitting at 3rd pick. And I don't know if that Kentucky quarterback or the Tennessee quarterback is going to cut it, but you never know.
You never know.
I don't even know who the Kentucky quarterback
Will
is.
Levis. Will Levius.
Well,
The hefty lefty.
if the Panthers
now I
get
remember
if the Panthers get that guy, they're going to be asking themselves, will he leave us or will he not?
That was
After
good.
a rookie contract, probably.
Yeah. But coming
Don't get
into
him,
the
don't
season, were you happy with the Baker Mayfield signing, or did you kind of see this coming?
I mean, no, I didn't see it coming. I don't think anybody really did it, but I mean, it's better than your Sam Darnold or
Yes.
That's
what
what we-
else
yeah.
do you have?
PJ
PJ
Walker ain't that
Walker.
bad. They
Dude,
rally
PJ's
for him.
fire,
They
baby.
rally for
He
him.
is
man.
kind of. He's a good secondary.
I saw he's out this
Yeah.
week though. Saw he's out.
Yeah, he's out. Yeah. Ankle injury. So all 4 of our quarterbacks have had foot or ankle injuries this year.
I don't know if you
Wow.
touched on
Nutty.
it. Are you a Baker guy or no?
I was until he bullshitted us on the fan base. He was like, "Yeah, it's our locker room. Even if we win or lose, it's going to be just us." And I was like, "Dude, you just got
Shut
to
up.
town."
Yeah.
So I don't really like him anymore. So mean, PJ doesn't turn the ball over that much. I know he had that one game where he did, but the past 2 or 3 games he hasn't had a turnover. So I mean, he only had 117 yards last game, but whatever, we won. So
Oh yeah,
Right,
dub's
yeah.
a dub.
yep.
But even before he was on the Panthers, like when he was with the Browns, what did you think of Baker
Oh,
Mayfield?
I thought
Like,
he was a cocky asshole.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amen, brother.
It's like my guy.
Amen.
Yeah, he's a bit much.
He'll
but-
be a backup next year. I don't think any team's going to give him.
Yeah,
big
I mean,
he'll get minimum. He'll get a minimum.
Yeah, we're free and
salary.
clear of Baker and Sam. So I mean, that's
hope so.
Yeah.
what, $29 million.
Yeah, I mean, you got guys you got to pay. So
Yeah.
you got to get all that money off the books.
Yeah, Derek Brown's my guy.
Okay, so then let me ask you there.
And Chen.
With Wilkes as the interim,
Yeah.
is he the guy going forward, or is there somebody else you're looking at?
Don't know who I'm looking at, but the players have responded really well to Wilkes.
Yeah.
I think they. It's kind of like that Rivera type energy back in the locker room. I mean, Rule. I mean,
He ruled it out.
he needs to just roll on out of here.
The puns today are outlandish. McCaffrey, understandable or sad he's gone?
Sad he's gone, but understandable. I mean, we're having a baby, me and my fiance, in December.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Oh,
Here we
Shit.
go. So
Congrats.
McCaffrey did our gender reveal, and then
He
No
did
way.
it. No
No
way.
way, man.
yeah, we were his first gender reveal ever.
No way.
So that was one reason I went.
How
down to
did that
training camp.
happen? How'd that work?
Our friend works for Coca-Cola Consolidated, and he's sponsored by whatever Body Armor or something.
Okay.
Some
Yeah.
drink with them.
I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
And they
Body
had
Armor.
like some event, and so she got a video of it, and then that was the main reason I went down to training camp,
Spartanburg, yeah.
because we got like a mini McCaffrey jersey, so he signed that for us, and I was yelling, "Gender reveal, gender reveal!" Came over and like congratulated us and stuff like that.
That's awesome. Was it blue or red or purple?
Pink.
The jersey?
Pink. No, the balloon.
The gender.
That was a gender.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, girl,
or whatever it
girl,
was.
Girl,
Yeah, girl, okay.
Sorry, I didn't know what you were
Well,
doing.
you said purple.
I thought you were like
what
jersey.
What
type
kind
of-
of jersey?
yeah,
what
what
kind of
type of-
gender is that?
It's a black jersey, though, if anybody was wondering.
Yeah.
But yeah, when he rolled out, I was like, guys, damn it, like what the hell? And then we got some draft picks. I mean, he's been he breaks a lot. So
He does. He's
Yeah.
We let him go when he was not broken. So I mean, 3 years out of the past 4, he's just been
And
beat the hell out.
wouldn't it
so.
just be ironic that, like, for the rest of the season, he's not broken and the 49ers somehow win the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Well, I think they know that too because they managed him last game. They split whatever
I
their
saw
other
that.
running
Well.
back
yeah.
was like
Mitchell had
17
like
and
18.
18 or
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
They both had 19 receptions, or both 19 targets
19 receptions each.
19 targets each. Sorry, either throwing or
Gotcha.
running.
Speaking of targets and all those things are accountable in fantasy football, who's been like your workhorse, surprise, kind of like the guy you're loving on your fantasy teams right now?
I mean, I got Lamar Jackson, but he's been up and down.
There's
My
not
fantasy teams
outside of like Justin Jefferson. There's not really a guy where every week you're like, oh, he's going to carry me.
You know
Honestly.
what? Kenneth Walker. I'm gonna
Yeah.
say he
Yeah.
was a great pickup off of waivers, and he's been
That's such crap because I put a
really
claim
good
in
for him.
bef-
really good.
I will say mine was an investment pick. I drafted him in the 8th round of not our group fantasy football draft, but it was like an individual one. DeAndre Hopkins.
You're
'cause
in-
that 6-game
so you
suspension.
held out, huh?
Oh, I held out. I got him in the 8th round.
Wow.
It was
Florian, we legitimately did that.
Oh, well, I'm talking about me
no,
personally.
he did it personally too.
I don't think so.
I did it personally as well.
Dan, I beat
But yeah,
you with him.
D-Hop
I did.
D-Hop's still a top 5 wide receiver in
balling,
the, in the
It was
NFL.
ridiculous. First week back, it got me like 20-some points.
Yeah.
First,
There-
like 10 receptions, like 100-some
Here's a
yards.
sleeper for you, Rondell Moore.
Yeah, for the Arizona Cardinals, yeah.
Very good, big, huge sleeper.
Yeah.
He's gotten double-digit points for 5 weeks in a row
Yes.
with some big one, like 29. It was, yeah.
There's a lot
Sleeper.
of things going on with fantasy.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had Jamar Chase, done.
He was doing
injuries
so
don't
wanna-
mean
good.
I don't want to talk about
Yeah.
that.
Jeez, man. So we got some delicious flights in front of us. We're gonna get to those 100%. Even though Florian's gone, I still got mine to
Every time.
show the audience. That's his thing, man. He just pounds them. He just pounds them.
I literally have not had a bad flight yet.
Yeah.
I don't even think that's
So these are
possible.
different. Yeah, they're all different. Yeah.
So before we do that, though, we're gonna play a game. We haven't played in a few weeks, but we used to play it a lot. We're
I
gonna
like
go-
this game.
We're gonna do a quick, overrated, underrated,
Okay.
properly rated. I name an
3.
item.
Okay.
You guys tell me what you think about that item.
All right, name it off.
All right, hitting the snooze button when you wake up first.
Oh.
Overrated, underrated, properly rated.
Properly rated.
I'm going to say underrated because that just feels so freaking good. It feels so good. I need that sometimes. Sometimes I plan for it.
It's like a mental thing.
Sometimes I even specifically have my alarm set for I know I'm going to freaking snooze that thing.
I'm going to say overrated because I can never get the right amount of sleep. Like, I hit the snooze button, right? But in the back of my mind, I'm like, you can't go back to sleep. Don't you fucking do it because you have to get up. Nah, I don't like it.
But
I
you
don't
do it
even
every time.
I don't enjoy it. I really don't enjoy it.
Yeah.
I think it's properly rated because there might be times where you need to get up, but there's other times where you try to give yourself that cushion, and you get up at that alarm and are like, nah, never mind. I still got time. Snooze it.
Yeah. That's fair.
Properly rated.
I'm right with you.
I'm going to go with overrated too. Like, yeah, it's nice in the moment, but anytime you get that reckoning call, it's just like, here we go. And what's even worse too is if you wake up like 10 minutes before your alarm goes off, or like 30 minutes. And you're
or
like,
2 minutes.
this
2
should have came
minutes.
up. You know?
The worst is 2
Yeah.
minutes before
Dude.
you wake up. You're like,
I do that religiously.
I love
wake
the
up
2 minutes because you don't have to listen to the actual alarm. And I probably should have changed my alarm.
Yeah.
Because it's like the worst one. I just need to change that.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wake up like anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes before my alarm goes off. I'm like, okay, go back to sleep. See how deep you can get a REM sleep. How deep? And then I'll just close my eyes and I'll be passed out.
That's like
and then
the-
that thing will go off immediately. I'm like, wow, but I was really in there. I was really in there.
That's like the guys.
I was asleep. I was like,
Minute and a
ooh.
half sleep.
I know, that's like the guys' grocery games of sleep right there. All right, next one. We got buffalo sauce. We're entering wing territory here. What do you think about it?
I'm not a big buffalo sauce guy, so overrated.
Yeah.
I'm going to say overrated. I don't like buffalo.
Wow.
I do like spicy, but buffalo's not my preferred spicy. Overrated.
Okay.
Wow.
We got a lot of hate.
I think it's properly rated. I like buffalo wings as long as they're not too spicy. And I'm going to turn you guys on to something. I'm going to turn you on to something. If
Hit
you're
us.
ever not sure what you want at McDonald's, you need to order a 20-piece nugget with 2 sweet and sour and 2 buffalo. Mix it all up, and you will thank me later.
Oh yeah, you did mention that in our group chat. Yeah.
Yeah, and I got no
Yeah.
fucking response.
Because I don't like buffalo.
I
That's why
just don't
didn't
even
men-
the nuggets that much, but I promise you, it's
You know
probably
what?
good.
Me and Andrew just say no.
You proposed that on the wrong part of the day. I was really busy, but I did sentimentally. I agree. That does sound fire.
Yeah,
I
it
can
does.
fuck with that.
So sometimes I'd go against a group just to be different, and I don't want to expose my secrets, but I'm going to do it again here and say it's underrated because it's the classic. It's the OG, a little bit of spice, a little bit of cream. So I'm gonna go.
A little bit of cream.
You can have your buffalo sauce.
Give me all the buffalo sauce.
What
He
cream?
just went from buffalo to cream at the same time. I'm going to
Yeah,
let him
what the
have
fuck
it. Just
is
let him
this?
eat.
Yeah, just let him have it. Honestly, fine. You
Y'all
do
have
what
a
you
kitchen
do.
back there. Is there any buffalo sauce in there?
No.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. I don't
damn
know.
it.
There might be. I don't know.
Yeah, and certainly no
Get it outta
cream.
Yeah, no cream. God, you guys are funny. Last one. We got the World Cup coming up, starting this Sunday. Happens
Yes.
every 4 years.
Big time, big
baby.
news.
Overrated, underrated, properly rated.
Well, I watched that FIFA scandal thing on Netflix or whatever.
Oh,
last
you
night.
did?
How was that? How was that?
I fell asleep halfway through, but it was lit.
Solid.
So I don't know. I guess properly rated because it's cool, but they need to clean that shit up.
Yeah.
What's
yeah.
the FIFA scandal a little bit? It was a little quick thing. It's just, was there a drug?
Corruption.
It's
yeah,
corrupt.
how politics. It was like FIFA was super small, and then this one guy came in and started getting politics and countries and all money and blah blah blah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So check it out.
I will.
Daniel?
I'm going to say underrated.
Wow.
I like World Cup, and it does only come around every 4 years, so I'm going to say underrated.
I'm going to
Lauren?
say properly rated. It's the biggest sporting event in the world.
The world. Yep.
There's nothing bigger than that. And I think for people that are just casual soccer fans or maybe not soccer fans at all, this is like the one time they actually watch soccer. Just that tells you everything about this thing. It's so big that you could give a fuck about soccer, but you'll watch that.
Yeah.
That's the exact same rationale. I'm not the biggest soccer fan, but it's an event that I would turn into. It's properly rated.
Oh, yeah. And especially because the United States actually has a team with quality players on it this year.
Yeah.
The coach is definitely suspect. And we'll see if he sets the team up. I'm going to go properly rated as well. Just I think it's an event ever happens every 4 years. The better the United States does, the better soccer is going to grow to the next generation. So hopefully they do well this
Totally
year.
agree. Totally
Okay.
agree.
Well, you couldn't tell from Florian or Daniel, but if you look at Drew and I, we have these beautiful flights in front of us. So why don't you walk us through what we have here in these flights?
For sure. So we've got Creature of Habit,
I had that. That is
Oh, you had that?
damn
Yeah,
good.
yeah. So just an easy drinking,
Very easy.
Pilsner. A lot of folks come into the brewery and are like, "Oh, what's your lightest beer?" And for a while we had, a couple semi-light beers, but finally we were like, "All right, we just need to cut to the chase." So
For sure.
this is one of our lighter beers, and it's also we add an enzyme to it, so it's also gluten reduced.
Wow.
But that doesn't change the flavor profile whatsoever.
No, it doesn't.
In general, so we play around with that on some beers sometimes. Just since kombucha we have is gluten free naturally.
Yeah.
We get people in here that either drink some wine. We have wine as well, but we always try and have one that's gluten reduced. But
Yeah,
it's
what's
not
the
really
ABV on this? 4.2, 4.3?
That one's 5, I believe.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
A heavy hitter.
Yeah, but such a light taste. Remember last night we were talking about calories per taste bud?
I wasn't there. I wouldn't have remembered.
This hits.
Yeah,
in that range.
We're getting a new machine here in the next couple weeks that'll generate the alcohol content as well as the caloric content within the liquid. So
Really?
Yeah.
It tells you exactly what it is.
yeah,
Wow, I didn't know that, because every place we've gone to, they're like, yeah, well, we kind of just like do the math and then we tell you what it is.
yeah.
That's like every place has told us. And like, okay, so what if you mess up on the math?
Could you imagine? They're like, oh, it's a 4.2, but in actuality, it's like an 8.5. You're like, oh, these are great.
Yeah.
I was like,
So-
when is there going to be just some type of thing? You just tells you what it is.
Yeah, so we're getting the thing, but also White Labs out of Asheville, they do some testing as well.
Okay.
So
Nice.
you got to ship it off, and
Yeah.
it's 2 or 3 week lead time. So we're gonna just have one of those in house, which is gonna be fun.
Okay.
That is
Great
super cool.
investment.
Very good investment.
Next up,
Number
we
2.
got Frank the Dank.
That one
I
is
saw
good.
that. I was
Yeah.
It's got to be an IPA.
Yep,
Citrus
and
in there.
Yeah, so there's some cryo hops. So a cryo hop is kind of like they take hops and then pretty much condense it down into like a paste almost. So 1, you get a lot of flavor profile out of it, and 2, you get higher yield, and 3, you can store cryo hops a lot easier.
That is damn good.
Yeah,
It's dank.
that is
Frank
the
Dank, baby.
perfect balance of kind of
is
some
dank.
fruity flavors and the hops. Like because you want some if you're going for an IPA, right? But it doesn't overtake the flavor.
Yeah,
there.
so that's
one of my favorites.
That's one of my
That's
favorites
good.
too.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Hell
It's
yeah.
very good.
So that one, we're working on that recipe. We'll scale that up again in about a month and a half, and then we'll probably come out in cans in March.
Cool. Okay.
So that one's kind of been an experimental beer that we've been working on for a little bit. So that's our
Nice.
second version that we've had on draft at least. So
Okay.
that one's getting there.
Nice. Well, you hit me with a DM when that can comes out.
Okay.
Okay.
That sounds like Drew right there.
Next is Tropic Like It's Hot.
Yeah.
So
good.
That is
that
so good.
is a traditional sour. So that's going to be one that's aged for 8+ months. That's got pineapple, mango, and banana in it. That's got. So we'll age a beer without fruit for in this regard for like 4 or 5 months. Then we'll add fruit into it afterwards. Do a second fermentation, and then let it rest and get a little bit more complexity to it. So that's one of those traditional sours.
Who's in charge of the naming around here? Is that you?
It's a group effort.
group- I
Yeah,
like that, I
Yeah,
like
so
that,
we've
yeah.
got production meetings on Mondays, and so we'll sit around and talk about it, and then we know that something's either in the tank or sitting in barrels in the back. So we've got a list that beers that we need to name, and maybe there's an experience that we've had or something funny that happens with the beer, or there's
for
something that kind of arises in some regard. And we've got a Slack thread as well. When we're stumped, then we'll blast it out to everybody in the company, and there's always
Nice.
something fun that comes out of it.
Is it a true democracy when it comes to it?
There is a hierarchy, yeah,
Okay.
because
That's fair.
you get
That's
a couple that are like, whoa. We might go out of business if you put that on the on the label.
That's good. That's a solid vetting.
It's like
process.
what
Yeah.
the? It's like what the fuck?
WTF. I've always said this. I don't know if you agree with me. I think yellow sours are better than red sours. Always.
100%.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know why.
He might not agree though.
They're both sour.
They are.
Depends on the sour. I'm trying to think of a red sour I've had lately. Actually, I've got one that's So I'm gonna go get a bottle here in a second. It's called Pulmonary Groove.
Okay.
It's got a red hue to it. Not like that red, but we just won a gold medal for our fruited aged sour GABF. So
And that's that one you just mentioned?
yeah, the Pulmonary Groove. Yeah. So
Yeah, that's something that we might need to try.
Does that
Yeah.
have plums in it?
it does have plums. in it.
Ah.
Believe
I
it
hope
or
so.
not.
Ah,
Dude, how
where
did
did you
you
get that
And
from?
Perpetual Groove is a really good band that I
Yeah,
like.
I've heard of Perpetual
so
Groove.
P Groove,
Yep.
Pulmonary Groove, kind of.
I like that.
So we pull
You've
stuff
heard
in
of
different ways.
Perpetual Groove?
Then the last one's just something different I wanted to put on the board for you. It's our
sure.
hard kombucha. So it's not a beer. It's not a sour beer. It's a kombucha that has alcohol in it. So
So I've never had alcoholic kombucha. I love kombucha. I probably drink 3 to 4 a week.
oh yeah.
What type of alcohol percentage content is in 12 ounces of kombucha?
Yeah. So we're rocking 5 all day.
That's pretty good. It's like drinking beer.
Yeah. So it's different.
Holy
It's
shit.
different.
Holy shit.
It's different.
Now, I have a question for you.
Right.
Is there sulfites or sulfates in kombucha?
Not in ours.
That's good, because I'm allergic to it, and that was a
I was
good
going to
that was
say,
a good
Daniel's
answer.
about to burst up into the fire.
So he did take a sip. So he either is perfectly fine or that dude's getting a swollen face.
Yeah. There's
We'll
no
find out if
sulfites
he's
in our
lying.
stuff. Yeah. so-
Imagine he just locks eyes with you, right? This whole rest of this interview, and his shit just swells up.
You look like Will Smith from Hitch.
Or the blueberry girl from Willy Wonka.
Exactly.
Oh,
yeah.
Lord. Yeah.
Yeah.
No sulfites. No sulfites.
good.
Yeah, so that's just something different. Again, we only have one of those on draft at any time. It's for the booch lover that wants a little bit of alcohol, right?
Yeah.
The booch lover.
Now, you said like it hits different. You're saying like, you know, if you drink wine or liquor or beer, you know, you feel a little different when you're drunk. You're saying there's a whole nother realm here.
Oh, I'm saying, well, it can be that, but also just like it just tastes like something you never really had before.
That exactly.
gotcha.
That is what it hits, because it tastes like
A seltzer,
seltzer
and
sparkling
a beer.
water?
Yeah.
With a
with
little bit of like,
alcohol and a little taste there,
like a
you
little
know?
vinegar, acidic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
to it.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I fuck with it
Yeah.
though, because I can't drink wine, and I feel like this is like the best. Like
Dude, that is nothing like
not
wine.
that wine, but I can't
It's
drink.
like wine if you set it out on your counter for like a week.
Jeez,
And the cat got into it.
I don't know
well,
if
I
that's-
can't
that
drink
sells, but-
wine. I can't drink.
So then how would you say it's like wine if you can't drink wine?
That's why I guess I'm
'Cause
saying
it's
it,
so
I can't drink
fine.
it. So.
I'm just glad that Booch is like the shortened nickname for kombucha instead of calm. Because that could go a whole different way.
Yeah, depending on your accent, that could fly south real quick.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
And it ain't winter.
I'm gonna remember that. I haven't heard that one yet.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Hey, you take this from our podcast. You
Yeah.
remember that.
That's one of those that you don't say again because it might not you might go out of business. But it's all you, baby.
Well, Towns, you know, usually we have our guest on for 30 minutes. We've been on for 43
Oh,
because you, my friend, have been a great guest.
You have been
Thank
a great
you.
guest.
Thank
yes.
you.
This
very much.
ambiance has been great. I have nothing but great things to say
Hell
about
yeah.
Lenny Boy Brewery, honestly.
Thank you.
It's one of my favorites, actually.
Yeah.
It's a
This
staple.
is-
Big old
this is
staple.
nice.
While
This
y'all
is
are
nice.
wrapping it up, I'm gonna go get that plum so we can
Oh,
try
hell
it.
Do it,
yeah.
yes.
Oh,
do it real quick.
okay.
Yes,
Sounds
yes,
good.
yes.
All
That
right.
is Towns, the owner of Lenny Boy Brewery. Guys,
Yeah.
we've had a lot of great beers here. What was some of y'all's favorites?
Oh, dude,
100% the second one. The second one,
the what is
IPA.
it?
It-
Frank the Dank.
that,
Frank's
that
called.
IPA was
Frank
pretty
the
fire.
That's good. And then I also this
good.
lager. It was the first thing that I had the whole time.
Ooh, it was
I
very light for
love
me.
the-
I
Very
like the IPA and I like the sour, the tropic like it's hot. It's actually very fire.
Ooh,
I
and
like
then
that a lot.
look at this. Oh, this is the prepared.
in the
Okay.
There you go.
We're
There we
like,
go. We're getting.
Is
the
that a
fifth.
kombucha?
Do you even listen?
The GABF gold medal. This is the GABF gold medal winning beer we just won 2 weeks ago.
So I'm
GABF.
wondering, like, I didn't want to put in the
It
kombucha
smells
glass.
amazing.
I'm gonna put in the IPA glass. Maybe that's more appropriate.
it smells almost like it's barrel aged.
It smells
Yeah,
like a
so
fruit.
it's
super fruity.
Wow.
It won gold medal at GABF for the wood fruited sour beer.
Is there
Great.
banana in there?
Great American Beer Festival.
No.
I'm not even bullshitting. That is
Wow.
the best sour I have ever had.
Yeah?
And I'm not even bullshitting.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's super complex.
Apple juice almost. Like it
we
sort of
aged
tastes
it-
like,
Yeah,
right?
apple juice.
We aged it in the fooder over there, which is a 600-gallon wooden vessel.
Ooh, I see it.
So it came out of one of those fooders, and then we aged it on plums. And then we bottled it, and then
Yeah.
all the
can taste the
carbonation
plums.
is
That's
naturally
what it is, right in the
carbonated
plums.
within the bottle.
So when you say naturally carbonated, like through the process, it was able to gain that rather than injecting it with CO2.
Yeah. So a lot of your beers,
Wow,
all the
that's cool.
most of your beers in general are either carbonated via forced carbonation or some are semi-captured and then you top it off. But this one, you let it completely zero out, no sugars in it.
For sure.
And then you add it to the bright tank, and then you add in just a touch of sugar. And it really depends on the calculations. So John did the calculations. Add a little bit of sugar, then you bottle it, and then you rest it in bottles at room temperature, and then that a little bit of sugar ferments and then creates the natural carbonation. So like champagne, so it'll be a different carbonation. So the naturally carbonated bubbles are a lot smaller and more condensed and kind of tickle your tongue a little bit
For
more.
sure.
I feel
than
that.
forced carbonation.
I feel that.
It
And
lingers.
You have a genius guy back in the back doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
That guy is smart.
Yeah.
That is
That is so good.
But
that I would get however many bottles I can get my hands on for a nice summer day, like at the beach. That is
Well,
phenomenal.
we're kind of in the wrong season,
Well,
dumbass.
Okay, doesn't matter.
Well, one thing
crispy.
is sour beers, they age very well. So
It is so
So
crispy.
this,
Age
this
well.
has
I
been
like
in
that.
a bottle for year and a half.
Years.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's been in there for
Dude,
years.
that is phenomenal.
So this is, I think,
That's
brewed in
phenomenal.
like 2020.
Wow.
Wow, that is
maybe
pretty cool.
19.
It's a COVID
You
beer.
have yours left?
Yeah, it's a
man?
COVID.
I
Yeah,
want to drink it.
this might. Yeah, it might even. I think it's pre-COVID. I think it was
Wow.
like right before we
This is really
packaged
good.
it.
COVID.
That's pretty cool.
I think.
Towns, would you say like it kind of lingers in the back of your tongue too?
Yep.
You know what I mean? You get some of that phlegm, but it's not
Yep.
like thick. It's
Yeah, and then like kind of the wood tannins hang out a little bit longer too on your tongue. Yeah, I love this beer.
That's amazing.
It's a really good
So,
beer.
so we have a cool little pod studio back at the house that we keep all our beers, cans, and stuff, and we have a trophy case with some of our favorites. You read my mind, my
You,
friend.
sir, are the bomb.
That's where it's going.
It's going there.
And I mean, not only does it taste good,
Look at
it
the
looks sick,
that-
man.
So it looks
I
like
had to keep that one,
I'm
too.
taking. It looks like I'm taking two things home tonight.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm taking a couple.
That kombucha home, wake up call, and if that is one of those for sale.
Yeah, we've got whatever's behind the bar is the only bottles we have left for sale.
If there's one left there,
There's a couple left.
putting in an auction for.
Can you imagine a church bus pulls up? We need 7 of those.
I'd be like, hey, you preach somewhere else. Don't do it here. Don't you do it here.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Well, appreciate you guys having me on.
Thank you for coming
Yeah,
on, man.
likewise,
This was
guys.
phenomenal.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Phenomenal, man.
Part of why we love to do this is just getting to know the brewery community, man, and you're just another great figure within
Thank
there.
you.
Seriously, man.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you having
You've
us.
been great
Seriously.
for the show.
Let's go
Great.
Panthers, baby. Tank for
Go
Stroud.
Thurs. Tank
Thanks
for
for
Stroud.
Stroud. TFS.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Well, cheers, everyone.
Thanks, guys. That was once again Towns, the co-owner of Lenny Boy Brewery, and
Just
gotta-
make some damn good beer.
just great
I mean,
beer, man.
good. Like, I'm serious. I kid you not. The sour we just had is the best sour I have ever had, and we have had a lot of sours.
That was a very good
on this
all around.
episode.
I
All
honestly,
around, yeah.
and I love sours, and I might have to agree with Dan. That is probably the
Yeah,
best sour I've
it is.
ever had.
Yeah.
That is so good.
Let me just tell you, that was a right in between a red and a yellow, though. Don't you think?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
like an orange.
It
Yeah,
was
it was orange. Yeah.
It was like in between.
No
yeah.
wonder it was the best.
Yeah, right from the plums.
He heard what I had to say about the reds
He was
and the
like,
yellows.
he was like,
I got
"Oh,
something.
I got something for you."
Yeah.
Excalibur.
I've got a kind of a hinty red.
Yeah, hinty red.
Hinty red.
So, we do have to talk about football.
Yes.
I hate football.
Do we want to
I
play?
love football. You only got one loss, Dan. You should be loving
No,
your life right
I'm having
now.
a rough time with sports. Daniel, I play golf Sunday morning. I shot 99 with no pars.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty bad, Dan.
So guys, we got.
I
like,
would kill for a 99 with no pars.
same here. We're very bad at golf. Dan's hard on himself. He's very good
I
at golf.
hate golf.
Do we want to shoot the shit about just what's going on in the NFL for 10 minutes?
Yeah,
or do we want to
please.
pick games?
I want to do a little bit of both. How about 5 minutes of shoot the shit?
Yeah,
5
let's do
minutes
5
of
and
quick
5.
games.
God, you guys are fucking me up right
Yeah,
now.
come on, let's
I
shoot the
love it.
shit.
Shoot
Oh,
the shit.
fine.
Okay,
Okay,
biggest storyline.
Cooper Kupp
Cooper Kupp.
going on IR.
Yep.
Ah, man,
Probably one of the
doesn't matter.
It's-
Smart move.
I think
Rams
it's,
are done.
I think it's a bigger story in terms of fantasy football. That's the impact. It's
Nah.
not an impact on the season. The
Yeah,
season,
oh, of course.
True.
honestly, with
Yeah.
this week's loss is pretty much over. Remember, you and I, we watched the game, or we were talking while the game was going on.
True.
And you said whoever loses this game, the season's pretty much over.
Rams lost. It's over. It is.
So-
It's over. I mean, they'd have to go clean sweep. Not likely.
Yep.
Guys, another huge topic. I still don't think it's getting talked about enough in the media. I brought it up to you over a week ago. Justin Fields, man. That guy's
Yeah.
looking sexy, bro.
He's looking
He's
amazing.
still
Looking sexy.
he's looking sexy, but he's making those like the interception he had against the Lions. He's still showing he's got some growth, but man, next season they have 100-something million in cap.
100 million.
Sign
Fuck-
away.
fuck-
Fuck the
100
you keep about 15-20 million for the defense. You go get that offense.
Yeah.
Dead straight. And Cole
You-
Kmet.
Dead
Remember
straight.
we started
You-
Cole Kmet.
yeah.
You and I were like,
Yeah,
Okay.
25.
You have two building blocks.
I
with-
started Cole
with
Kmet.
Cole Kmet and Chase Claypool, and now you have your quarterback
On offense,
Now
yeah.
you get offensive line, and you get
Yeah,
one more wide
You
receiver.
stack
in free
that
agency.
beef, baby.
I mean,
I'm
serious.
serious. Right now, if I'm looking towards next season, I can't think of the quarterback I'd rather have than Justin Fields besides Jalen Hurts.
That is
sure,
true.
Aaron Rodgers
Turn
or
the ball
Tom
over.
Brady.
I'd take Tua over Justin Fields.
Yeah,
NFC.
Thank
Oh,
you.
NFC.
NFC.
Tua is definitely up there. And
Oh, NFC.
Just NFC.
Jalen over Justin Fields.
Yeah, and that's I agree with that. But I mean, it's quarterback league. There's 16 other teams, 16 other teams, and
You're right.
We're talking about
I
Justin
mean,
Fields.
honestly, NFC. Yeah, you're right. Wow.
so is he the best quarterback in that draft class right
Yes,
now?
without question.
Without
Who was
question.
in the draft class?
Uh,
Rewind.
Trevor.
Zach Wilson, Mac Jones,
Oh, yeah.
Trey Lance,
Yeah.
and
David Mills.
Justin Fields and David Mills. And the thing I tweeted is Justin Fields is who Jets fans want to think Zach Wilson was supposed to be.
Yeah.
that's a good point right there,
Essentially.
Dan. I
It's
like
so
that.
it's so damn true.
I like that.
Another topic.
I think there is a new number one wide receiver in the NFL,
Who?
and it is Justin Jefferson.
Thank you very
He
much.
is the best receiver
Thank you very much.
in the NFL. And I'll be honest, I know we have guys. There's not a close second. Sorry.
No, there is
There
a close
is a
second.
close
There's only
second.
one. There's only
Justin
one.
Jefferson
It's
has
Tyreek
style
Hill.
points.
Yeah.
No,
Look,
no,
Justin
no.
Jefferson has the athletic ability that every wide receiver should have. I'll give him that. He made arguably one of the best catches. Some
Let me
people have said was the best catch ever.
Right. It's top 5 catch.
No, it's the
Yeah.
top. That's the best catch I've ever seen in my
It's
entire
not better
life.
than Odell's.
I agree with that.
It is better.
Odell's
It is
rookie
better than
year.
Odell's, and the only one better than I think is there a Jerry Rice catch that he caught behind the back. But this is the reason why it's better. This is the reason why it's better than Odell's, because the timing of his catch was a clutch catch. Odell's was in the second quarter. It didn't even matter at the time. It was
Yeah.
a great
Okay.
catch, but guess what? That was the reason why they won the fucking game.
True. Timing is
You're right.
everything.
That is why
In life-
that was why they won the game.
In life, timing is everything.
So if
Is
you-
it though?
Yeah.
Is it because did they win the game because of that? Or
Yes.
was it the
It was
Bills
a fourth
being
and 18.
idiots?
Well, I
it was
get-
a 4th and 18.
Dan,
They
I-
still
It is.
got stopped on the on.
Dan, I think an analogy you could understand: a solo shot in the 4th inning tie ball game it's very different from a 9th inning tie ball game, bottom of the 9th solo shot. It's the same thing, but like what makes it a better home run, right? It's the timing.
It is. Look,
Okay.
it is a really great catch. Okay.
I don't like
and,
baseball.
A wide receiver's job obviously is to catch the ball from the quarterback. And Justin Jefferson, you could. I think Daniel's right. Probably does it better than anyone in the NFL right now. But to say there's not a close second,
And that-
Tyreek Hill is a
I
close
agree.
second.
Tyreek is
I'm still
a close
taking
second.
Tyreek.
Let me say something real quick. Tyreek is a close second. He actually does have more yardage than
He's got more yards than everyone.
than Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson is second, and he's really close, really close. But I think that Justin Jefferson is a better wide receiver all around. But Tyreek Hill has a specialness to himself that makes him amazing. So that's why he's so quick and fast.
Guys,
He gets all the extra yardage.
I mean, I think, Daniel, I love everything you're saying. Trust me. It's beautiful for the podcast. It's beautiful thoughts you're coming out. But we're talking about one catch that's changing the whole perspective we've had on Justin Jefferson.
No.
Tyreek Hill.
No,
is
we are not.
still-
No, you
still
are
my
saying-
no, I am. Because
I'm
why didn't we talk
disagreeing
about
with
this
this.
last week then?
No,
why didn't last week we say
I did.
Justin Jefferson's the best receiver over
Let
Tyreek
me just
Hill?
tell you.
Because of one catch.
Let me say something. I did say something last week, maybe not on the podcast, but to every single one of you, and how amazing Justin Jefferson has been this year. Every single one of you guys, I said something to. That's how amazing he was, and we are not just that catch solidified some shit. Okay, that's why we're talking about this right now.
I think
And
what
no,
solidified
no.
some shit was Bills Chiefs, Tyreek Hill getting a touchdown to go to the fucking end of the AFC Championship game. Solidified some things.
So
7 months ago.
The thing I want to ask to you guys, and I saw this
Amen,
proposed. I saw this proposed. Somebody said Tua is a better quarterback than Justin Herbert.
I can.
This year, absolutely.
I can agree with
I'm
that this year,
saying
yeah.
Is Tua a better quarterback than Justin Herbert?
Okay, but so are we saying that
Maybe.
does coaching have any effect on this? Are
Tua is a better quarterback than Justin Herbert.
I mean, look, he can't throw the ball as far as Justin Herbert. He is, I think, more accurate than Justin Herbert. So I think it depends on what you value. I'm just going to say with the team that Tua has right now versus the team that Justin Herbert has.
But what if you
and
put
just-
Herbert? What if you put Herbert in that situation Tua has?
I don't think.
I think realistically, if you give Justin Herbert those weapons, he's throwing for 5,000 yards.
I would.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say that because I think the strengths of Waddle and Tyreek Hill, which is nothing but speed, matters on how fast the ball gets delivered from the quarterback's hands, and that's not Justin Herbert's game. But I will say that if you put Justin Herbert on the Dolphins versus Tua on the Chargers, Justin Herbert will be more successful. That's fair.
I tend to-
just personally
That
think
is fair. That
I
is a
tend to
fair thing
agree,
say.
but also because what did the Dolphins do when Tua was gone?
They-
Everyone was
they
like,
lost
Bridgewater's
every
a
game.
comparable quarterback.
No.
And he is, but he wasn't able to
No,
succeed
exactly.
because Tua is
because
kind of
Tua,
that guy.
Because Tua's strengths are quick release and accurate balls down the field.
Yeah.
And Teddy Bridgewater is more like Justin Herbert than Tua is in terms of play style, in terms of strength. I'm not saying just Teddy Bridgewater is a great quarterback like Justin Herbert, but in terms of style, long passes down the field, 4 or 5 seconds in the pocket before he releases. That's exactly what Justin Herbert is. Tua is 1.2 to 2 seconds, and that's all he needs, and the ball's out of his hands. It's gone. It's quick, it's gone, and it plays to the strengths of the team, and that's why Tua is perfect for his offense.
What were you going to say about that, Daniel?
No, nothing.
Nothing? Herbert too? No?
No, I agreed with him. I agreed 100%.
Okay. Well, guys, it's been a good day, and, we do picks a lot. We get them wrong a lot. I say we just dive into Daniel as a doofus. And,
Hey, hold on. We're doing a competition here.
All right, we
okay.
know what?
We got Daniel as a doofus versus Dan as a doofus.
I did win last week, so we were going to get rid of Dan, but Dan's very adamant
we
he
might
wants
as-
to do this.
we might as well
I
call it-
folded, but Florian was like, "No, get it in there."
Yeah,
We're doing it. We're
I
doing
like
it,
this.
Dan.
We'll call it 2 Daniels, 1 doofus.
Dan, I'm going to go with mine first because I already told you what mine was going to be. Mine was Washington Commanders -3 this week. I think that's the hit.
Who are they playing?
If you really want to, take the half point just to get the advantage,
Houston.
but I don't think it really matters. Yeah, they're going Texans. Houston Texans are playing. Yeah, so -3 over the Houston Texans. That's my pick. Daniel's a doofus, and I won last week, so let's get it again.
Audience, you got to decide against this.
We're gonna tie it up, and I will. It's just rough. I'm actually taking a team from my division. I'm taking the Giants -3 over Detroit. Detroit historically is a very, very bad defense, top to bottom.
Where is it?
In the Meadowlands. So it is in New York.
I like that.
Houston's not used to playing outside of that. They're not used to playing outside of the dome, and it just seems like New York is beating teams that they should.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah, and I've only been wrong half the time this year. It's better than less than half, and I do like that bet. I think the Lions have not been able to compete with actually good teams.
And
Giants are a good team.
Saquon Barkley has literally been
Yeah.
the team, though.
I like that bet -3.
comeback player of the year.
So
Yeah, I could have called that actually. So,
Guys, it's been sad. It's been a good one. We're here at Lenny Boy Brewing. Dan?
But sadly, we got to get out of here, boys.
we gotta go. I don't want to, but this has honestly been one of my favorite
Incredible spot.
podcasts.
I'm not gonna lie. Every time we do an episode, it's better than what I think it was gonna be.
100%. And let me say one more thing, guys.
Okay.
This podcast it's special to all of us,
Yeah.
and this is number 50. So I want to say I love you guys a lot, and I want to keep it going. I hope we hit to 100. So
Yep, I think we will.
yep.
Love you too, guys. Episode 50, man. You know what I mean? We put a lot of work into this podcast, and the fact that we are as I said, sitting at one of the, I know it's only 2011, but before craft beer came on the come up, one of the top breweries in the Charlotte area for our 50th episode. That's pretty fucking cool.
It's pretty cool, guys, and we got a lot of work to do, and we're gonna continue to get better. But that's what's fun about it. So
It is.
Yeah.
But, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this has been episode 50 of the Flights of the Round Table podcast. Hope everyone has a wonderful week, wonderful day, and we'll talk to you guys next week.
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Peace.
Prost.
Damn.